So let me guess. You make around 30,000 rupees a month. Rent eats a chunk of it, groceries keep getting more expensive, petrol prices feel like they update every week. You try to save, but by the 25th of the month, your bank balance is basically saying, relax, we'll try again next month. And every time someone on the internet says, just invest early and you'll be rich, you're thinking, with what money? Yeah, that's literally you. Here's the thing. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a structure problem. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to build wealth on a 30,000 rupee salary, step by step, without side hustles, without crypto gambling, and without pretending you don't have real-life expenses. My name is Zach, and I spend way too much time thinking about how ordinary people can build extraordinary financial lives. If you're someone who feels stuck, living paycheck to paycheck, and wants a realistic plan to actually grow your money, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. First, let's kill the biggest myth. You cannot build wealth on 30,000 rupees per month. That's what most people believe. But here's what most people don't realize. Wealth is not built by income alone. It's built by the gap between income and lifestyle. In India, the average monthly salary is around 30,000 to 35,000 rupees, depending on urban versus rural data from government labor surveys. That means millions of people are working with exactly what you're working with. So if wealth was purely about salary, nobody earning under 1 lakh rupees per month would ever get ahead. And that's just not true. Look, according to studies on millionaire behavior, including research summarized in books like The Millionaire Next Door, most wealthy people don't drive luxury cars, don't wear designer brands, and don't look rich. They look normal. Because wealth isn't about what you earn, it's about what you keep and grow. Step 1. Get extremely clear on your real numbers. This is the part nobody likes, but it's the most important part. Let's break down 30,000 rupees. Here's a realistic monthly example. Rent, 8,000 rupees. Groceries, 4,000 rupees. Utilities and internet, 2,000 rupees. Transportation, 2,500 rupees. Phone, 700 rupees. Insurance, 1,500 rupees. Family support and MISC, 3,000 rupees. That's 21,700 rupees, which means you technically have 8,300 rupees left. Now, you might be thinking, Zach, I don't see 8,300 rupees at the end of the month. Exactly. Because that money disappears into Swiggy orders, random Amazon purchases, weekend outings, impulse UPI transfers. And here's the psychology behind that. When money sits in one account, your brain treats it as available. Behavioral economists call this mental accounting. If your savings and spending money live in the same place, your brain doesn't distinguish them. So step 1 isn't save more, it's separate your money. Step 2, the 3-bucket system on 30,000 rupees. Here's a structure that actually works. Divide your salary immediately when it hits your account. Bucket 1, survival, 60%. Bucket 2, future, 20%. And bucket 3, freedom, 20%. On 30,000 rupees, that looks like 18,000 rupees to survival, 6,000 rupees to future, and 6,000 rupees to freedom. Now, before you panic and say, I can't survive on 18,000 rupees, remember, we just estimated expenses at 21,700 rupees, which means we need to reduce about 3,700 rupees. This is where it gets really interesting, because wealth building doesn't start with investing. It starts with forcing constraints. When you lower the available survival bucket, your brain becomes creative. Could you get a roommate and reduce rent by 2,000 rupees? Cut eating out from 3,000 rupees to 1,000 rupees? Negotiate your internet plan? Reduce petrol by using public transport twice a week? You don't need to cut everything. You need to cut strategically. Step 3. Build a 3-month emergency fund first, before investing a single rupee. If your monthly essential survival number is 18,000 rupees, you need 54,000 rupees saved. Now, you might be thinking, that will take forever. Let's do the math. If you save 6,000 rupees per month in your future bucket, you'll reach 54,000 rupees in 9 months. 9 months to buy yourself peace of mind. And here's why this matters psychologically. When you don't have an emergency fund, every small crisis feels catastrophic. Bike repair? Stress. Medical bill? Credit card. Job loss? Panic. Stress makes you make bad financial decisions. Security makes you make rational ones. That's step 1 of wealth building. Stability. Step 4, invest 6,000 rupees like this, after your emergency fund is built. 6,000 rupees per month invested. Let's assume you invest in a diversified index mutual fund averaging 12% annually over the long term, which historically aligns with long-term Indian equity returns, though not guaranteed. 6,000 rupees per month, 12% annual return, 20 years. That grows to approximately 59 to 60 lakh rupees on 30,000 rupees salary without increasing income. Now imagine you increase your salary to 45,000 rupees in 5 years and raise investments to 10,000 rupees per month. That number explodes past 1 crore rupees over time. This is where compound interest stops being a cute Instagram quote and becomes real. Albert Einstein allegedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Whether he actually said it or not doesn't matter. The math is real. Small amounts plus long time equals massive results. Step 5. Avoid the lifestyle trap. Here's what most people don't realize. Income growth destroys more financial futures than low income ever does. You go from 30,000 rupees to 45,000 rupees. Instead of investing the extra 15,000 rupees, you upgrade your phone, upgrade your bike, upgrade your apartment. Now you're still broke, just at a higher level. This is called lifestyle inflation, and psychologically it feels justified. I deserve this. Look, you do deserve nice things, but you deserve freedom more. Step 6, increase income intentionally. Now let's talk about reality. 30,000 rupees is tight, and you shouldn't just accept that forever. But here's the mistake. People try to save their way to wealth instead of skill their way to wealth. Ask yourself, what skill can I improve over the next 2 years that increases my earning potential by 10,000 rupees per month? English communication? Excel? Coding? Sales? Digital marketing? Even a 10,000 rupee increase changes everything. If you invest that entire raise, that's 1,20,000 rupees invested. At 12% over 20 years, that alone becomes over 1 crore rupees. Income growth plus investing discipline equals wealth, not income growth alone. Step 7, automate everything. This is non-negotiable. The moment your salary hits, 6,000 rupees auto transfer to investment, 3,000 rupees auto transfer to emergency fund until complete, fixed transfer to a spending account. Because willpower is unreliable. Systems are reliable. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't debate it every morning. It just happens. Wealth should work the same way. The hidden force working against you. Comparison. Instagram. Friends upgrading bikes. Colleagues buying iPhones on EMI. India's consumer credit market has exploded in recent years. Easy EMIs make everything feel affordable. But EMIs reduce future freedom. When you commit future income to present consumption, you shrink your investing power. Debt isn't evil, but lifestyle debt is. A quick story. I once spoke to someone earning 28,000 rupees per month. No savings, always broke. We restructured, cut rent by sharing, automated 4,000 rupees investment, 2,000 rupees emergency fund. Within 18 months, emergency fund complete, 75,000 rupees invested, 0 credit card debt. Income didn't dramatically change, structure did. 3 years later, salary doubled because confidence increased. Money stability improves career performance. That's a feedback loop nobody talks about. Let's be honest. Building wealth on 30,000 rupees is not glamorous. It's slow, it's disciplined, it requires saying no when others say yes. But here's the alternative. 5 years pass anyway. 10 years pass anyway. The question is, will you be 10 years older and still stressed about money?
or 10 years older with 20 to 50 lakh rupees compounding quietly in the background. Time is passing whether you invest or not. Okay, we check. Step by step plan. Quick recap. Track every rupee for 30 days. Cap survival at 60% of income. Save 6,000 rupees monthly. Build 54,000 rupees emergency fund. Invest in diversified index funds. Increase skills, not lifestyle. Automate everything. That's it. No crypto predictions, no get rich quick, no lottery mindset. Just math and discipline. Now, you might be thinking, Zach, what if something goes wrong? Something will. That's life. But when you have no high interest debt, a 3-month emergency fund, investments compounding quietly, growing income potential,
You're not fragile anymore. You're anti-fragile. And that changes everything. Look, 30,000 rupees salary doesn't decide your financial future. Your financial system does. Here's what I want you to do right now. Comment below, how much are you realistically able to invest starting this month? Even if it's 2,000 rupees, start. Because the biggest difference between wealthy people and broke people isn't income, it's action. And if this video helped you see money differently, hit that subscribe button. Because we're not here to look rich, we're here to become free. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.